When you envision your very best self, what does that person look like? Does it include getting up early? Does it look like somebody who spends time developing themselves, both professionally and personally? Does it include somebody who gives back or has a good social life? Is it somebody who works out? Or somebody who eats well? Your very best self. Is it something that you have even considered? Tonight, I want to talk about creating the very best version of yourself and the steps needed that will help you work towards being the best you that you can be. There isn't a ton of good that comes from the death of somebody that you love and care about. But after Alex had passed, our family heard so many stories of what an amazing person he was and the impact that he had on so many people. Through those stories, I vowed that I wanted to leave the same impact that he had on others with those that I came in contact with. I also knew that in order to have that type of impact, that I would need to become the best version of myself. But if I'm being completely honest with you, I didn't fully define what that looked like or how I might measure my progress towards becoming my best self. And I didn't realize the impact of not defining that until I came across this passage. It states, without an objective, the objective will not be reached. Without a goal, the goal will not be achieved. Without a clear path, the path cannot be followed. Yet, we as human beings often go through life without any of these. And so, we wander. We wander aimlessly, moving without making progress. Days, months, and years pass us by. Time is wasted, which means life is wasted. And potential is wasted. Our own potential squandered. Meandering through life, instead of becoming who we could be, instead of attaining our highest possible manifestation of being, we simply become whatever we become. We fall short. In so many ways, we fall short. But this not need be our fate. We can prevail over mediocrity. We do that by chasing the ideal, our ideal, an ideal that we must define, an ideal that we must codify in no uncertain terms so we know what we are striving for. And that comes from the code, the evaluation, the protocols, striving to be an eminently qualified human by Jocko Willink with Dave Berke and Sarah Armstrong. Now, I would venture to guess that many, if not all of us, have some type of performance expectations that are asked of us at our places of employment. Many of the expectations also outline specific behaviors that we can take in order to achieve the best results possible. And while nearly all of us have expectations that are set for us to achieve at work, I wonder how many of us have a codified document of what we want to be in our personal life that also outlines the steps and behaviors we need to take in order to achieve our best self. Without a document for our personal life, we can fall short and wander aimlessly. So, how do we go about creating a personal code that allows us to become our best self? It happens in 5 steps. The first being, just as in our professional evaluations, we need to determine the areas that we want to improve upon in our personal lives. As you think about what you want to improve upon personally, think about all facets of your life. It might include things such as overall health, which would include your physical fitness, sleep, rest, and diet and nutrition. It might include personal development, things such as intellectual fitness, time and financial management, and personal goals. It might include preparedness and safety, including your self-defense, home safety, and emergency and disaster preparedness. It might also include things such as relationships and professional development. Once we have identified the areas that we want to improve upon, we need to write out a code for us to live by that will help us achieve our areas of focus. And I'm going to include a sample code in the description below, which you can use, edit, and tailor for your own personal situations if you choose. I pulled it from the book, The Code, The Evaluation, The Protocols. The purpose of our code isn't so that others know what we're striving towards, but rather to have as a daily reference for ourselves and to keep these items top of mind. Your code might look or sound something like this. I will take care of my physical health by exercising, eating properly, and getting the rest I need to recover and rebuild. I will take care of my physical surroundings, keeping them in order. I will develop myself mentally by reading, writing, drawing, building, creating, and engaging in other activities that sharpen and expand my mind. I will put others before myself. I will help other people and protect those that cannot protect themselves. I will take care of my friends and family and treat other people with respect. I will control my emotions and not allow my emotions to negatively impact decisions. I will set goals that I will strive to achieve. I will not waste time. Time is precious. I will make good financial decisions. Money is hard to earn. Once we have written down our code, we move on to step number 3, which is finding and getting on the path. The path is what leads us to becoming our best self. It means creating plans for us to achieve the goals that we've set. For example, if we want to improve our physical health through exercise, it means dedicating time on a consistent basis for us to exercise and then following through on that. To help with creativity, it would mean dedicating time for you to do those activities on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. If you wanted more financial independence, it may include creating a budget. Once we've found and embarked on the path, we move to step number 4. Step number 4 is evaluating ourselves and how we are doing compared to our goals. This is a critical step. It isn't about grading ourselves. It's about knowing what we are trying to become and then how we are doing compared to what we are wanting to achieve. Doing this will require a brutally honest self-assessment with ourselves. And while tempting, we should try to avoid comparing ourselves with others during this process. This is you against you. This is about your performance output compared to the capacity that you have. Dedicate time during the week or month where you can sit down and perform this self-assessment. Doing this ensures that you spend the time needed to evaluate your progress. If in your evaluation you determine that you are falling short in certain areas, there's no need to panic. Simply figure out what you need to do to get back on track, or reevaluate your goals and adjust so that you are able to better achieve those results. Once we've performed our evaluation, we move on to the fifth step, which is simply staying on the path. When we fall short, and we absolutely will fall short, evaluate how you can improve, make adjustments, and then begin down the path again immediately. Don't wait. Don't fall into the trap of I'll start again on Monday or I'll start next month. Our code and our evaluation will change over time. As we continue to put effort into becoming better, our capacity is going to increase. When this happens, it means we're going to have to work even harder to improve and to get better. But the more effort you put in, the more progress we'll make. Our path is a lifelong pursuit, one that we will never reach the end on. As we strive and begin achieving our goals, we will set new, higher goals for us to achieve. As we do this over time, we become more and more qualified. We continue to become the best version of ourselves, and in so doing, we make the lives of those around us better. Whether that be our family, our friends, our coworkers, or the communities in which we live. As you move forward, strive to be the very best version of yourself, and do, be, and inspire the best not only in yourself, but in others as well. That's it for this episode. We'll see you next time.